Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and welcome back to Super Mega Baseball and the Electro Sports League starring Bulldozer Power. And today's game is going to see Bulldozer Power take on the Explosives in what I'm sure will be an exciting game. No, I'm not going to say an explosive game, it's too flipping obvious. At present, Bulldozer Power are tied for first with the Excavators, ahead on run difference only, but they've been erratic of late, so we'll be hoping to make the best out of this particular encounter. We'll have a quick look at the stats first to see how the team is doing generally over the course of the season, and there you go. There's some numbers happening right there. I think we can all agree that they are numbers. And then when we look at the pitching stats, of course, that's pretty exciting too. So it's Mr. Feetham in the lineup for our starting pitcher today. He's marginally fit and slightly tense, and hopefully with a good couple of innings under his belt, he will get his tension relieved and everything will be peachy. Steve Morey, however, is very unfit, so we're going to sub him out for this game in the hope that we can get a better performance, and it's going to be Trace Attitude who comes on in his place, who is now actually slightly better stats than Steve. Get well soon, Steve. We're missing you already. So it's a Bulldozer Power home game, and the Explosives are going to try and ruin it for all of us, one would assume. I'm hoping we can get this done. Anyway, it's going to be Mark Fair leading off the batting for the Explosives. He's having an absolutely garbage season as far as his batting performance is concerned, but he hasn't faced me yet. Strike one. No, save the forky. We're gonna save that until look at that wallop. Strike two, and here comes Feetham's famous forkball. Boosh! There you go. Get off my field. Feetham there with his trademark nod. Very confident. Here's Pixelator. She's been on a diet lately, and I think it shows. She doesn't look too cheerful about it, clearly missing the Stroop waffle that she used to eat all the time. However, it's got her out of the game, and that's 2 for 2.
Number 13, the second baseman.
Here's Kick Yes. Quite the tan going on with that blonde beard, but we'll see what he feels about batting. That was a terrible job there. And that's out, number 3. A tremendous piece of opening, fielding, defensive play from Bulldozer Power, and here comes failure. He didn't have the best of weeks last week. It wasn't the worst either. It just wasn't the best. That was strike one. That was a lovely pitch. That was a terrible pitch, and you swung at it. You might be going to sit down here. Oh, that was close to being everything. And oh, you silly man. Should have left it. And failure takes an early nap there. Here comes Hookers. Hookers again is looking for a reason to stay at the top end of the batting order. No. Judgment is clearly not with us so far. We finally leave one that is a ball, and there we go, slap one up the middle, and that will get us off the mark for hits for today, as Hookers makes his way to first.
Now batting, number 24, the shortstop.
Bam Bam's in a terrific mood. She's had a great couple of weeks, and we'll be hoping for another strong performance from her today. Obviously, only if the ball goes anywhere near her. That's nice. No, it's not. Pity. Well, most unfortunate there for Bam Bam. It looked like it might have the distance, but it didn't. So there's that. Here comes Ninja Pumpkin to round out this opening quartet, and we'll see if maybe he can stretch that to a quintet. If you say so, Gov. I don't believe so personally. Bosh! Oh, it's going to be close. No, it isn't. Anyway, that's Bulldozer Power retired. We got a hit out of that at least. and that's at least some kind of high point there for the opening something. It's Michael Bamber next up to bat, and let's see what he makes of Feetham's curve. He doesn't make anything out of that. It was a terrible pitch. Let's do it again, but better. That's another terrible pitch. Try throwing a straight one, Feetham. There it is. Bam Bam's there. Throws to first. You're out.
Now batting, number 14, the center fielder.
Diego Henderson. Rumour has it he spent all of his practice time this week coiffuring his moustache. My goodness me, he really did get underneath that. I mean, it was foul, obviously, but he hit that jolly hard. Oh, come on. Not a foul ball. We got him out at first, surely. That's 2 strikes now, and I think we can afford to throw one that is just a load of old nonsense. All right, stop doing that. Just get him out. Bit wide. Ball 1. Bit low. Ball 2. Here comes Feetham's forkball. Yeah, he's not fooling anyone with that. The pitching yet to find the rhythm perfectly. And he struck out. There we go, right on the line there of what exactly legal pitching looks like as Luis Asiago comes up. He's got a spring in his step, a bounce in his swing, and let's see. Oh dear, Luis. No. And once again, the explosives there retired for naught. As Wilbur Carface comes on, confident as ever that he's going to hit this one a long way. He has hit it a long way, but not really long enough.
Now batting, number 13, the second baseman.
Avert your eyes, it's Sonny Watt. And he gets on first. All right, well, there you go. Sonny there laying his critics to waste immediately. And here's Trace Attitude, who's come in for the slightly wounded Steve Morey. That one hit me square between the eyes. That one hit me. It didn't. My head's not that wide. Strike 1. Ball 2. Ball 3. Trace gets it away, but this could be a double play. Brilliant, Trace. Good job. Well done. Lovely job. That's clearly why you make the team every single week.
Now batting, number 4, the catcher.
It's Hayden Knockmore, the catcher. Closely related to Pixelator. That's a nice pitch. Strike 1. That's not quite so good, but it's good enough. Strike 2. Feetham, let's not forget. Oh, bless you. Is the team's leader when it comes to strikeouts, and there's another one. Feetham getting it done. What a legend.
Now batting, number 29, the shortstop.
Here's Chirp Cray Cray, largely known for having absolutely no self-respect at all. And let's huss that at first. There you go. Get yourself off me field.
Now batting, number 31, the pitcher.
Kerwin Ocean. Are they going to keep him in? Apparently they are. Well, okay. I mean, he's not pitching too badly so far, I suppose. You are joking. Well, the pitcher's the first player on the Explosives team to actually get on base, and he gets a double.
Now
Ridiculous.
batting, number 26, the left fielder.
Back to the top of the order, it's Mark Fair again. There we go, tagged the run to third, that's the side retired, and here comes Lee Hu. There's not much more you can say than that. The bottom of the third now, and still neither team has scored. Come on, Lee, show us what you're made of. Keen eyesight there. He's very astute. Bash! Almost took out the pitcher, and as many regulars have observed, when we take out the pitcher, the game goes in our favour. almost without exception. Here's Mr. Feetham. He's wearing his wife's sunglasses today. He must have sat on or something. That's ball 1. That's ball 2. That one's a strike, but I'm less interested in that one. Throw it straight, will you? Oh, gently. Ball 3. And Feetham gets walked. He doesn't give a monkeys. He's just going to take the base. And this is where we need failure to really step up. The opportunity now presenting itself loud and clear.
Now batting number 35, the left fielder.
We won't be talking about that again. Here comes Hookers. Nice strike from Hookers, and that loads the bases. And the opportunity is now breathing down our necks. It's got its face all up in our business, and it's saying, I am your opportunity. Here's Bam Bam. Don't strike at that. A little bit late on the swing there. That's strike 2. Oh my goodness, what a great piece of fielding. Bam Bam's out, but I don't mind that too much because what a catch. And now Ninja Pumpkin really does need to grow up. What's he doing with that bat? Well, whatever he's doing with it, I'm going to encourage him to do it more because that's a grand slam. Whoop, 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 whoop. Bulldozer Power takes the lead thanks to Ninja Pumpkin, who gets it done. And that's a 4-0 route of the explosives. Yeah, courtesy of Mr. Pumpkin, who has dealt them a heavy blow here in whatever innings it is we're in. And that's another nice hit. That's going to be a double. Could this be that the Bulldozers have now pushed the choke in and they're running on full cylinders correctly? Nothing really is a choke anymore, does it? Maybe a strimmer. Bosh! There goes Carface. He's hit it long and high, but not long enough, and he's out. Side retired. But a bright piece of batting there in the 3rd inning from Bulldozer Power as they take the lead, and it's Pixelator up to bat next, and Feetham is starting to feel the breeze. No, that one's safe. Settle down, team. Get it calm.
Now batting, number 13, the second baseman.
His kick, yes, once again, and apparently his mood is that of a man on fire. No, they're through the wrong base. I mean, nice piece of fielding and all, but no, should have just thrown a first there. Take the easy out every time you can. And we need to start focusing now, otherwise that nice lead that we just got ourselves is going to evaporate as quickly as it was earned. Strike 1. That's a bit more like it. Feetham getting his head under the table. I don't know why he's getting his head under the table. I said it. I clearly had something in mind. That one's gone foul. Pumpkin there over in third baseland, keen to dive at just about everything at the moment. Oh, can you smell that? Yes, that's the smell of another Feetham strikeout. Here's Diego Henderson. He's got everything to do. 2 runners on base. Hoo-yah! Nope, maybe not. Oh, failure is having a mare. That's his. Not only is he stinking the place up at bat, but that was an awful piece of fielding. And he allowed 2 runs as a result there, and he's got to hang his head in shame because we can't allow that kind of behaviour, not at the professional level that we currently find ourselves. There we go. That's strike 2. Feetham going for the fork ball. Well, he went for the fork ball, and it was a fork ball, but it didn't get anybody anything. Nice pitch. Strike 3, get off the field.
Now batting, number 4, the catcher.
Here's Hayden Knockmore. Obviously, I could say something about knocking less, but we're not going to do that because it's far too obvious for this level of sophisticated commentary. What the heck kind of a throw was that? Oh dear, Feetum's being very erratic, but that one's gone in Carface's direction, which is usually the sign of impending doom. So 2 runs there for the Explosives, gets themselves back into contention straight away. But we're going to be looking for Bulldozer Power to continue the brightness that they started with the last inning. And here's Trace attitude. Striking at rubbish, Trace. Get hit by the pitch. You know, that's the best I can hope for you. That's ball 3. Strike 2. That's the full count. Too low. Thank you, Trace. Get yourself on first. If you do that all day, I'll take it. That's the second walk of the day for Bulldozer Power, and here's Lee Hu. Ball 1. Oh well, that's gone less than perfectly there for Lee, as that's another double play, and it's Mr. Feetum up to bat next. He walked on his first attempt. We don't mind if he gets out here. We do mind if he swings at garbage, though. Strike 1, ball 1. That's not bad. It's not good. No. There we go. And so that's Feetum out as well. No change in the scoreline there for Bulldozer as we start the 5th inning. And it'll be Chirp Cray Cray, who thought he was being incredibly clever with his name. Thought it made him personable, interesting sounding, and oh, I'm so crazy me. He's the kind of... hold on a sec. There you go, failure almost redeeming himself. I was going to say, he's the kind of person that has, you don't have to be mad here, but it helps sign in his locker, and he thinks that that's hilarious. Nice pitch. Strike 1, 98 miles per hour. Very impressive indeed. That one less impressive, but it does get the job done nonetheless. That's out number 2.
Now batting, number 26, the left field.
Once again back to the top of the order, Mark Fair, 0 for 2 today. And based off that first swing, it's not getting any better for him. And he's out. Good. Well, that's the side retired. Something of a low-scoring affair as we are at the halfway point. We're beyond the halfway point now. Here's failure. Living up to his name. Oh, what are you even doing swinging at that? Just let it hit you. I don't believe it. Failure's having a nightmare. And the nightmare is continuing. Here's Hookers. He's 2 for 2. Hasn't really lit the place up yet, but getting on base every time is a good place to start. That's ball 2. Straight up the middle. A nice bouncer there from Hookers, and his record is intact as he gets to first base.
Now batting, number 24, the shortstop.
Bam Bam largely having been the victim of some fine fielding today. Not this time though, she says. Slings it in the ground, gets herself on first, advancing Hookers to second base.
Now batting, number 62, the third baseman.
Here's big juvenile hero of the hour, Ninja Pumpkin. And that's another nice hit. Once again, the bases are loaded. We possibly could have got a run in there, but we're not getting greedy. Here comes Carface.
The center fielder.
Right down the line. Oh, you could have not placed that better if you'd tried. And that's another 2 runs there. Carface will be jolly pleased with that. Well, I'm jolly pleased with Carface. I don't give a monkey's whether he's pleased or not. Here's Sonny Watt. Anything could happen. Yeah, I mean, that could have happened. Come on, Sonny. Focus. Concentrate. Make good decisions. Strike 2. Ball 1. That's ball 2. That's ball 3. Here we go. And that's the third walk of the day as Sonny Watt advances to first.
Now back, number 44, the catcher.
Here's the big disappointment that is Trace's attitude. And we're going to hope that she can do something here, but that's ball 2 again. This fielder appears to have lost all his focus entirely as the third ball gets played. We're going to go for the full count here. No, I guess we're not going for the full count at all, as with bases loaded, that's another walk and we get a run as a result. Beautiful work, and we're relying on Steve Hu to make something of this situation. Come on, Steve. Come on, Lee. Did I call him Steve? I might have done, but he's hit that one. And it's out of here, Lee Hu. There we go. He's been largely disappointing. Nailing down first base as he does on defence, but offensively he's not really done that much this season, but he has now, and this is Bulldozer Power returning to the form of the early season, and unsurprisingly they're making a pitching change as August Ballone comes in. I believe our friends from across the Atlantic may refer to her as August Bologna. They would be wrong to do so. Ball 1. Oh, that was a nice one, and Feetham didn't get to it. He's got himself out there, but the bases are already cleared. The damage has been done, and here comes failure with a new pitcher. 0 for 3 today, his worst performance of the season, coupled with a piece of terrible fielding. What's he going to do here? Well, and that one went foul. That's not a good sign, is it? That one's gone foul as well. It's not going well, and he swung at some rubbish and he got out. And frankly, he deserved that. He's been atrocious today. But Bulldozer Power now with a 9-run lead. Is it unassailable? I'd like to think so. Here's the first baseman, Pixelator, back up to bat again. Feetham's confidence has been restored after several strong innings now. He's just starting to fade on the strength of his pitches, but he should be good for this inning at least. That's strike 2. Here comes a Feetham forkball. Nah, that's easy, that one. Pixelator's underneath it. It's gone out of the park. Well done. Have a sympathy clap. Well done, you. Well done. You're very clever. Here's Pick Yes, also having a terrible day so far today. Is this going to be another home run? I hope not. Well, it's gone as far as Carface, and he's not one to miss the opportunity to throw it back again. Apart from those times where he looks at the wall and allows what is effectively an infield home run. That's ball 1. And this really is a make or break batter for Feetham, who's already given up a home run in this inning and another hit. He answers those critics rather quickly with another strikeout. And here comes Diego Henderson. Strike 1. It was a little bit sloppy on the pitching front, but it counted. Failure's not making any mistakes this time, gets it straight back to first. Runners now first and second with 1 out.
Number 30, the third baseman.
Takes the easy out, throws to fourth just to be on the safe side. Home, I guess some people call that. And that's now 2 outs and everything to play for, as Hayden Knockmore has the opportunity to be the hero for the explosives. Can she do it? That's strike 1. Polite round of applause from the crowd. Whoosh. Strike 2. This could be Feetham's last pitch of the game. Let's make it a good one. Let's put it right on the outside. Here we go. Boom! And there we go. With his last action of the game, Feetham there snatches that one out of the air as it comes hurtling back towards him. The side is retired. Feetham has done a great job. 7th inning is just around the corner, but we've still got to finish the 6th inning first. And here comes Hookers. Oh, and there goes Hookers.
Now batting, number 24, the shortstop.
Here's Bam Bam. Batting a third today. What's she going to do here? She's going to hit it foul for starters, and then this one. We'll leave that. What? No way. Oh, that was never a strike. Ball 1. Ball 2. That one wasn't a ball. Bam Bam saw it coming. She gets on first, which is something of a relief. I thought that we were about to see a famous Bulldozer Power collapse there. Here comes Ninja Pumpkin, hoping to find a form of a couple of innings ago. What was that? Ball 1. That's ball 2. Ball 3. No strikes yet for Pumpkin. There's one now, look. And he swung a little bit earlier. That was a very nice pitch. Oh, woe is us. And the side's retired. Bringing up the 7th inning, and it's going to be Chirp Cray Cray, who's got a variety of comedy neckties that makes him quite popular at the water cooler. Get off my field, Chirp.
Now batting, number 27, the pitcher.
With August's hairstyle there, I mean, they've wisely substituted her because she's going to have some difficulty of depth perception with that particular hairstyle. I take everything back. Look at this joker. Right, here we go. His name's Archibald something or other, but we're not going to get the opportunity to learn what his full name was because he's been retired there on his first throw. Here's Mark Fain. Oh, somehow I've forgotten to substitute Feetham. Doesn't really matter though. He seems to be doing fine. Oof, he got underneath that. Come on, Feetham, hold it together, man. That's nice too. Side's retired. Well, Feetham got an inning more than I was planning to give him. It was Archibald Dakota, who's been replaced by another pitcher. It's Butters Pepperonis. I know, you're thinking pepperonis, but no. I don't know if you get them where you are, but in the United Kingdom, we have a delicious processed meat snack called a pepperoni. You can find it in garages. I believe the Americans have something called a Slim Jim, which is slightly similar, but I could be wrong. Here's Carface. Baseball and snack knowledge. You don't often see those two things together. Anyway, Carface got on first there, and here comes Sonny Mystery. What's he going to do? How many people are you going to get out, Sonny? Nobody. He's not getting anybody out. Oh, this is a bold move. Carface could be in trouble. Well, I'm not going to question that call, but I was pretty sure he was out there. But he made it. Here's Trace. Done nothing for us so far today. And that hasn't changed. But we did at least get a run in as Trace gives up another double play. Honestly, I'd substitute batters. I'm telling you, just flipping hopeless. As well, there's that. There's another home run, and more than that, it's another home run from Lee Hu. 2 home runs today for Lee Hu. Didn't see that coming. Right, we're going to take Feetham off. We'll bring on someone in his place. Who have we got here? Jemima Hertz. I'm sure she does. Let's bring her on.
Number 29.
She's very tall. I think I might have mentioned that last time she was at bat, but she is very, very tall. Oh, almost took out the pitcher, which is a dream come true. every time it happens, and Jemima gets on base.
Now batting, number 32, the right fielder.
Hit the ball failure. Oh my giddy aunt. Failure as a day of misery continues, and we're now looking for a relief pitcher. And I mean, Sally Rhythm's there, but she's pretty tense at the moment. I don't want to throw away the lead that we have. It's tempting to bring in Oscar, but I think we're going to bring in Tulip for this one. She needs to get something happening
now
here.
Batting, number 25, the first baseman.
Pixelate having turned the... Oh, be quiet. Don't give me the... Pixelator having turned a slow start into a strong mid-game performance. But she's got it all to do. Never mind. Oh, Lee. I'll tell you who's on first base. You might be able to bat today, son, but you're making a mess of the field in there. That was a gimme.
13, the second baseman.
Here comes Kick, yes. Nice. Out. Well, we got one there, and that's the bit that matters. We got someone running to second. In fact, no, the bit that matters is that we got one. Too often is the case that we throw to the wrong base and we don't get anybody at all. That one has gone up. Carface is there. Hookers is there. Hookers has got it. Remember, you should probably throw that. We've made that mistake before.
Number 14, the center fielder.
Here we go. Tulip banter. Making it happen. No, not making it happen. That one's gone up. Failure says he's underneath it. Is he, though? Because you can't believe a word that man says. He claims to have it under control. Rarely does. Here's Hookers. And we've got a very strong lead-off here for the 8th inning. Not that we need it. The lead looks pretty strong. Blasted away by Hookers, but it's gone foul. That one's gone high. That one's gone wide. What next? If you say so. Hooker's got a piece of that. It's 2-2 counts. Whoa, steady on. And that one almost joined the collection. Oh, Hookers. But he's done enough. He's foxed the fielding unit there enough to get him to first. That was just like a high-powered bunt of some description, despite the fact it wasn't a bunt. Here's Bam Bam. She checked herself before she wrecked herself. Oh, straight between the legs. It's the Bam Bam Puckeye maneuver. She likes to hit it between the legs and gets it away. Nutmegs the pitcher a beauty. Here's Pumpkin. How does he like his pepperoni? It's not pepperoni. Pepperoni's the thing you get on pizza. It's pepperami. Oh, dear me. Bad snack knowledge there. That's ball 3, by the way. Apparently that was a strike. I don't believe it. That one wasn't a strike, but he struck at it. And that one is a walk, and Pumpkin's gone first, and the bases are loaded again. And it's Wilbur Carface. Can he make it happen? Bang! Well, that's good for 2. Carface already having run 2 in today, and that's going to be another 2 there. Beautiful work. Yeah, score now 15 to Bulldozer Power, 3 to the Explosives, and it's Sonny Watt. And given that he's 2 of 3 today with a walk, you have to say that he should be top of the order. He's playing way better than Failure, and that's another on-base run there. It's a run batted in and he got on base, all right? I just made up some terminology. I know that's not real, but there we go. And Mr. Pepperoni's is leaving the field as Charles Decker comes in. He's not got a lot of hair left. He's not a big hit with anybody, really. Oh, he's got one of these flipping sling it sideways pitches going on. But it's Trace Attitude he's pitching to. and she couldn't hit water if she fell out of a boat. Yeah, that one's out. Yeah, well done, Trace. Good job. Thanks for turning up. Here's Lee Hu. He's amazing. 5 runs batted in today, 2 home runs and a single. What's he got for us now? No, surely not. I think this is out. Lee Hu, triple home run hero. They're setting off the fireworks here. He is not paying for a drink for the rest of the year.
Now batting, number 34, the pitcher.
Here's Tulip. She's going to have a go. Why not? Yeah, that was a strike, Tulip. That one wasn't a strike, but it's enough to get you out. So, you know, feel positive about that.
Now batting,
Here he comes. Look, everybody's favourite.
right fielder.
Ulysses failure with his silly nose. Strike one. He's just left that. He's hit one. Look at that, everybody. He hit one. He's out, though. Shocking. Shocking day for our lead-off batsman.
Now batting, number 30, the third baseman.
Asiago now hoping to make a difference because there's only 16 runs to make up, and that's a strike. Bam Bam dives for it, can't quite get there in time, and that'll get him on base.
Now batting, number 4, the catcher.
Here's Knockmore having an absolutely lousy day today, but maybe she can turn it around here. I doubt it, but you never know. Strike one. Beautiful pitch there from Tulip. And that's good enough. That gets her on base, and that's now runners on first and second as the Looney comes up, and he's being subbed. Okay, they're bringing on Heave midfield in his place. They've clearly decided that his antics are not welcome in a high pressure game like this one. That's not gone well. Oh, it's an error. Oh, my goodness me. Oh, that could not have happened at a worse time as here's the pitcher. Are they leaving him in? No, they're not. They're bringing in Cowie Burnside to take his place. Cowie there, eyes wide open. It's as though everything relies on him doing well here. That one's gone foul, Cowie. Sorry about that. Tulip into a wind-up. Strike two. All positive so far. Now, if we can just make this one work, I don't think we did. Bam Bam dives, no good. And that's Hookers with an error there, and that's going to be 3 runs in. You'd have to say it would be a miracle for the Explosives to come back from such a deficit, but at the moment it looks like they might just do it. Oh, turns out Trace can catch. Well done, Trace.
Now batting, number 25, the shortstop.
That's the first out there. We really need Tulip to start to get it together. Another dive from Bam Bam, nothing doing. But at least Hooker's got to it this time.
Now batting, number 13, the second baseman.
No, stop with the curveballs. They're hitting up the curveballs too easy. Oh, and that's another good hit there. You should call it a comeback. I don't know where he threw that, but it got there eventually. And that's another run.
Now batting, number 48.
I think that might have actually been another 2 runs. Has Tulip got what it takes to get this team out? Carface with the catch there, and that's positive. One more out and it's all done. We're going to leave Tulip in. It's tempting to bring in Jeff Conservative because he's well known for wrapping up clowns like this. But no, we're going to leave Tulip in the game because frankly she needs the confidence. And Hookers has got it. Side retired. Bulldozer Power, totally victorious. May have looked a little precarious towards the end there, but they made it matter where it counted, and they made it count where it mattered. They made it, all of it, all those things. So a nice comeback in the 9th inning from the Explosives, but it wasn't enough as Bulldozer Power extend their lead. A very nice performance from Lee Hu. He might not have had the greatest average so far this season, but he really made up for it today. Failure, meanwhile, was absolutely painful to watch. I don't think we've seen anyone have quite as bad a game as he had today. On the pitching side of things, Feetham takes the win for today, but that wasn't due to Tulip not playing well. I mean, she didn't do great, but she did wrap the game up nicely. So unsurprisingly, it's Lee Hu who gets today's All-Star Star Award star, with Carface number 2 and Pumpkin in 3rd. All 3 of them knocking in the runs that made this game a victory. So we've got 6 games to simulate. Let's get it on. Here's the Excavators versus the Champions. Looks like the Champions have taken that 6-4. Pirates against the Aardvarks. The Aardvarks running away with it, but the Pirates may come back. Oh, close. 7-10 final score. Monty Express hoping to bounce back from the recent defeat against Bulldozer Power. 7-5 over the Nomads. Eagles against the Swingers. The Eagles are tearing it up with 15-3. The Eagles looking very impressive. The Explosives now in another game against the Raptors, all square, but at the end of the 12th inning, the Explosives take it. Leprechauns against the Excavators, and the Leprechauns win that one. And let's have a look at the standings now. So that's the Leprechauns on 9-4 in the smoothing division, ahead of Monty Express, who have a game in hand. Over in Tactical, Bulldozer Power are now ahead by a game and have a game behind the Excavators. Are they though? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Fine. In the Tree Gun division, the Ocelots have a game to play, but they're tied with the Swingers for wins at the moment. So they're going to need to win that game in order to extend any kind of a lead out there. While the Fruit Bats in Bombastic sat there with a 51-run advantage and a game in hand over the Champions. Coming up next, Bulldozer Power taking on the Ocelots. Both teams on 8-4. Both teams really, really wanting a win. The Ocelots, of course, are the team created by my other half. So that's not going to be any kind of a grudge match there at all. Jay Blackencout's up in the rotation. Maybe he'll play, maybe he won't. I invite you to subscribe to make sure that you don't miss out on that match. It's sure to be a corker. I've been Colonel Failure. Thanks for watching. Chuck a like at this one if you enjoyed it. I'll catch up with you very soon. Thanks for watching. Cheerio!